something needs to give. Something definitely needs to change. Sacramento Police Department, this isn't going to be the last time. I need you guys to use your... And Sasha and Sergio, you cannot do that. It is not in your lease. It is not in either of them from 2019 to 2020. So when I shared this information with her by email, she said, I don't think I understand.
Fox 40, I was wondering, is there going to be a protest out here today?
It's not a protest. We're doing a documentary on Oak Park
against
the gentrification and
really?
Against Black life and white life.
Police abuse of authority.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What makes you think there's a protest?
I don't know. You know what? It's so funny. I just get a phone call from the station, and they said that there was some activity going on here.
So you know what it is? The police, they'll talk on their scanners. Like, I've been walking to my car from appointments before, and the police will get on the scanner and say Tanya's on K Street and 15th.
Yeah.
Find out if there's a thing, and then all of a sudden the media calls me, and they'll be like, "Is there a protest?"
Yeah.
No, I'm just walking to my car from a meeting.
You know what it is? I think that everybody's on like I guess like alert. Protest.
Yeah, but we are going to have a documentary about. We already started on 10th Avenue, and so we're moving here for more people to come here. And we're going to have a documentary, continuing a documentary for Black life that has been harassed and gentrified and affected by the gentrification here. So we're going to do. That's what we're doing right now.
Oh, okay. Did you guys release any kind of press information or anything like that?
I released a video to the community, so those who wanted to be a part of it hit me up, and those who are just going to attend are just showing up.
Okay, so what time are you guys gonna start doing your filming?
We're right now just gonna go find a spot, and in about 5-10 minutes, we're just gonna start taking stories.
Okay. Let me go call the desk and see what they have to say.
Okay.
Thank you for the info.
You're welcome.
I know, because that's what they do.
Black life here in Oak Park. And I have been harassed.
They paying it anyway.
By the police.
Start. They need to start. That's right.
Yes, I want to talk about all of that because, it's not stopping, it's not changing because Black life girls on the streets grass. So we really want to bring this issue to those that we've seen. They need to understand what we are going through. And this street is watched constantly here.
Is that your right number there?
I don't think so.
Well, then we got that message saying it is responsible.
I'm going to go talk to them too.
Nobody wanted to do anything to it. It was predominantly, and it's only got reports. So we've been working in 2016 to start attention to gentrification because nobody in the community was even talking about it at the time. But we saw that it was happening very rapidly. And there's no way to really undo it now, but we are trying to make sure that the businesses that are in this area are employing Black people, that the businesses that have been in this area forever. Trying to make sure that the police don't do
The young people about the gangbanging and about the money and selling the drugs, it'd be cool. It's all about their colors now.
And would you say that that's the core issue on why Black men don't want to get involved? Older Black men don't want to get involved is because the younger ones just do it involved and not have respect?
Yeah, that's some of it. Because the generation is totally different. I mean, like when I was little, we came from the shoulders.
Yeah.
And then after we came from the shoulders, we'd go out and get drunk. Now you're doing the drive-bys. And the ones that's doing the drive-bys, you're shooting up somebody else's house, whether their grandma, their kids in there. But when somebody do that to you, you're ready to cry.
Yeah.
What are you doing that to white people?
Yeah.
Our young Black people just... If some Black person can't shoot by, can't get a drive-by your house, hope it never happens. Your grandma get hit or something, then you're going to be mad. Are you not going to try to get revenge? You're doing the same thing.
Right. That's where the know-how and
The knowledge, the education.
that's where that comes in.
Yeah.
Like, yo,
But then there's a lot of drugs involved. People want to sell drugs. They want to make that money, that fast money. They don't want education. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
And I was in the Marine Corps. And I can't stand our government.
Yeah.
And I'm serious. I love my Marine Corps, but I can't stand our government. They was going to have us go to Panama, take the canal, which we're leasing. It's not ours. But they want to go over there and take it. You pay everybody else. Pay them. Well, you either pay it or they steal it.
Still waiting on her.
Talking about our government.
You still waiting on her?
So it's all mess. But if y'all can do what y'all
No, I forgot her name.
Eliza?
And we can,
Oh, that's
we can
what it
do
is.
one, but we just
I was.
everybody.
You got it.
Not everybody. Not gonna happen.
And they gonna leave.
Yeah.
There is no Now, you got me uncomfortable because I'm up here preaching.
Oh, look.
No,
You done
no,
got it. You done already did it. Look.
no.
You done already
No,
preached.
I gotta watch my
You done
bike.
already preached.
No,
Oh,
no.
that's your bike. I was
You're
looking at
original
yours.
minister.
Nice
Look.
bike right there.
Oh, yeah, I got a stereo. Well, yeah.
Slap out.
But I appreciate you so much. I really appreciate you giving us, enlighten us and stuff, because even though we're, we want positive change and we want to stomp the yard and get people to hear our message, this is what we need to hear as well as what the black people are actually thinking. Why black people are not interested in getting involved in
It's not the old people, it's the young people who you really gotta connect with.
Yeah.
I agree with
Because
that as
we've
well.
been there, done that. Because I got a baby sister, I'm 62. I got a baby sister, she's like 40. She was ready to call the white people on my mama, on our mother, because she didn't get no food stamps. Oh no, we didn't drop the ball. Y'all got educated on what this white man said y'all can do and can't do. Y'all can report us. Hey, your mom smoked weed? Report her. And that's what they started doing. Who says you can't whip your kids? We have never had a problem with whooping our child when they mess up. But the white man says, you whoop your child, that's child abuse. If my child was to disrespect an elder, guess what? Everybody in the family whoop that ass. But the white man says, that's wrong. Report that, and hey, we'll take care of it. Now it's child abuse. Now we're going to jail for what? Whooping our kid? But how many black kids have you known going to schools and shooting up everybody?
Oh, come on
Them
now.
white kids.
Come on now. Let's
Them white kids. Them ain't black kids, them was white kids. Because our kids knew they would have got their ass whooped. Once you stop wanting to learn, now you're through. Because you always got to learn. Go ahead.
I believe
You want to say something? That's what it is.
I gotta be there. I did.
So,
I want to talk.
once
I
the
gotta
leaders
be
start
gone
getting
by
killed, that's
5.
a form of the
I gotta be there.
You kill the biggest perception, because after these leaders start getting killed, your generation became complacent. It's like this: if I'm not being attacked in my home, if I can have my liberty, then I don't want to get involved. That's going to cause me to possibly lose my life or possibly lose my liberty. So I am going to just go along and live my life with my family.
That's
If
how
it
people
don't-
do now, though.
Exactly, but they
They
do
don't want to
that.
get involved
They-
until it's like on their doorstep. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
So when it's on their doorstep, then it becomes a whole. So like in regards to the gentrification, so you have people that grow up in these same neighborhoods, their family been living here all this time, and all of a sudden you have a low property value. So all these different investors come to the neighborhoods and they influx the property value to where they say your lease going to be up, your rent's going to go up 65%. I have no choice. So that means that is immediate displacement. So then you have inclusion displacement, to where if you in Section 8 housing and you're protected, your rent is only $200, but all your people that you know around you, what you feel that you call a home, because a home is just not because you live somewhere, it's because of your surroundings, the people that you deal with, you associate with on a daily, so they're gone. Regardless if you live in a impoverished community, regardless of your outlook and everybody's outlook, or in all other communities, like, you know what, them people are bad. It don't matter, they my family. We've been here. We know how to take care of each other. So when you get displaced, when you left alone in public housing because you have a way to pay the bills and everybody around you are leaving, so that makes you feel, I don't even feel wanted in my own neighborhood no more. So on top of that, say for instance, you got youngsters that's getting out of juvenile hall, that's getting out of jail, and all of a sudden their mama's rent just went up of 65%, so they feel obligated. I can't let my mom and my little
But
brother.
them people
let me
not
just
hiring
finish.
you though.
Let me just finish. I can't let my brother and my mom get kicked out, so I feel obligated to do something about it. See, this is immediate consequences to gentrification. We don't really take into account all the people that it affects. It affects everybody around here and it affects everybody as a whole. So on top of that, when you got these businesses coming in to these neighborhoods, because they're putting up these businesses, what it feel like to window shop in your own neighborhood, shit you can't even afford.
And then, for example, the mayor they just had, Kevin Johnson. He's got a little restaurant right here, right?
Yeah.
And his hamburgers are $16. Really? Is he not exploiting us? He wants us to come in there, but how many of us can spend $16 on a burger?
One of the first organizers of the Black Panther Party. So the problem is this. Number one, we have to organize what are we asking for. Okay? So everything that the Black Panther Party for Self-Defense asked for, they were given. They asked for adequate housing. They were given Section 8. They asked for free health care. They was given free health clinics in the neighborhood. They created paratransit, right? They created a lot of the community organizations and projects that it is that we see working today. So when you ask for something and you're given it, then you stop fighting, right? So the problem really lies in what they asked for, okay? They asked for equality. They didn't ask to destroy a diabolical system and replace that system, right? So as long as we continue to ask them by the means of the system that they created, we will continue to have the same problems that it is that we have today, right? We've been here on this land since when? Since the 1600s in slavery. But the clear fact is that we had come here more than 200, 300 years before that, right? In the 1300s, African people were here on this territory. So as we sit back and we look at, right, this whole process, I'm going to fight for my equality, right, to live where I want to live. And everybody tells me that I need to live next door to the white man, right? So what do? I pack up all of my belongings and I move to El Grove, right? And that's part of their system, right? We'll let them get the inner city for a while, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 30 years.
We sent the breadwinners away, and we blamed people for having not much money being earned, not being able to support families, for having men taken out of their homes and families and leaving people behind to fend for themselves. And then we wonder, why is it that these people don't just pull themselves up by their bootstraps? Why? So this gentrification business, if you just look at it, oh, it's a good thing. We're revitalizing the community. People are coming in, property values go up. Isn't that great? Well, not if people can't even own their own homes. And if they can, they're left in such economic straits that they can't afford to keep this up. And this idea of revitalizing the community, maybe you're revitalizing the local economy, but that's not the community. We need to invest in the community itself, not just the values, the economy.
And because of this COVID-19, of course, our numbers just went down tremendously. And I know a lot of you guys are thinking like, wow, 8,000. Well, yeah, it was 8,000 and counting. But the economics part in us being able to sustain ourselves because we didn't have an emergency fund, we didn't have any kind of proper protection, we didn't have no guarantees on our money wasn't growing at a high interest rate, and so on and so forth. So therefore, a lot of businesses weren't able to sustain themselves. Now let's talk a little bit about Oak Park, and what Ms. Eliza Deed wanted to talk about today is the gentrification that's happening in our communities. We're getting pushed out, you know. The issues that she has at hand dealing with her neighbor, specifically her white neighbor that lives downstairs, who actually deals with the housing in our communities, predominantly black neighborhoods. Well, that's a problem because not only is it a Ms. Eliza Deed's problem, but it's an all of us problem because this can be either any one of us, you know, especially all this racism stuff that's going on. So these are issues that we need to pay attention to and make sure that we get treated fairly and make sure that the police do their job in regards of holding these people accountable for them constantly calling the police on, like she stated, non-emergency phone calls. So How does that fit in with your agenda and what you're doing? Well, for one, we all we got, first and foremost. Second of all, if one fall, we all fall. So that means we need unity within all of us. And we need to back each other. And if we have a problem, not just with Black Lives Matter dealing with the police, but also Black Lives Matter dealing with the housing crisis as well as us as a community as a whole. You know, enough is enough. It's about time for us to get it together, the young, the old, and the children. We need mothers to get it together and talk to
July 1st, just keep me up there.
Yes, thank you so much.
You know, and not looking at each other as if we are the enemy. You know, because we all are fighting the same fight. I've been in Oak Park now for about 6 or 7 years. And I've seen a lot transpire pretty hard. And make change. Get on your police departments to tell about these people calling on us for no freaking reason.
Yes.
Make something happen. Get up and freaking move. Enough is enough. The time is now. The down shall be up. Make something happen.